Back to Black News Tonight. Now it's time to see what's going on in these 2022. That's right. Happy New Year, y'all. Digital streets. First of all, some sad news. Actor and Blaxploitation icon Max Julien has passed away at the age of 88. The actor, best known for his classic film, The Mack, where he stars alongside comedian Richard Pryor, died Saturday from an undisclosed cause. Julien has been referenced over and over again in pop culture, in hip hop. I mean, artists like Currency, Dr. Dre, all of them use his words, his lyrics, his name. The iconic actor was a graduate of Howard University and, of course, a member of the world's greatest fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. We send love and prayers to his family. It's so important to remember our giants, to remember our legends, and Max Julien certainly was one. Some people think of him as a one-trick pony. They think of him only as the Mack. They only think of him as somebody who gets quoted in rap lyrics or someone who gets mentioned among this era of black film that gets called Blaxploitation and gets understood in very particular terms. But no, Max Julien was a giant. I mean, appearing on shows like The Mod Squad, doing Shakespeare in the Park in New York, and having a career that stretches decades. Max Julien was a representation of the best of us. He's a representation of what it means to take the craft of acting seriously, to really develop a character, to develop a career even around developing thoughtful, nuanced characters. He is a giant. He was a genius. And so, Brother Julien, I wish you peace in the afterlife. I wish you and your family as much mercy and grace as they can have as they deal with this troubled time as you reach that golden shore. Moving on to another tragic passing, NBA Hall of Famer Sam Jones passed away. He was 88 years old. Jones, also known as Mr. Clutch, also known as Mr. Big Shot, even before Chauncey Billups. He played 12 seasons in the NBA with the Boston Celtics. During that time, he racked up 10 championships after going undefeated in the finals. His 10 NBA championships are second in NBA history. The only person who has more than him is his legendary teammate, the great Bill Russell, also a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, who has 11 titles to his name. Jones was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 1984. He was also selected to the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams. So again, Sam Jones, NBA giant, legend, and member of Kappa Alpha Psi, passed away during the time that we were talking about Betty White, and we should be talking about Betty White. Betty White was a giant. Betty White was a legend. Betty White was a favorite of mine. But I don't want and didn't want at that moment where all the media attention was on Betty White for us to lose sight of our own giants, for us to lose sight of our own communities, figures and leaders. And certainly Sam Jones was one of those people. And so I'm glad that we could talk about somebody who had the ability to play championship basketball as a black man in Boston in an era that was marked by racism, marked by discrimination, marked by inequality. It took a lot to be a black player in Boston. It takes one now. It takes a lot now to be a black player in Boston, but to be one in that era was extraordinary. And he withstood the hits, he withstood the taunting, he withstood the racism, and he achieved at the highest level, at the absolute highest level. That says something about him, about his fortitude and his makeup. So again, I send love and peace to his family, his friends, his fans, and I wish him peace and love in the afterlife. Let's move on to another story. Now, this one, a little more complicated. Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving is about to make his debut this Wednesday for the season against the Indiana Pacers. Irving, as you know, hasn't played all season because of his unwillingness to get vaccinated. And New York City's vaccine mandate says, well, if you don't get vaccinated, you can't go to work. But recently, the Nets decided to switch their stance, which initially said, well, if you won't play in the home games, you can't play in none of the games. And they said, you know what, Kyrie, you can play in the road games. This decision came about as injuries and COVID-related absences started to affect the team. In December, the franchise had 10 players in COVID protocols at once and had to postpone 3 games. I don't understand this choice. Kyrie Irving made a decision not to get vaccinated. That's on him. I'm not begrudging anyone who makes that choice. I think it's a dumb choice. I think it's a bad choice. I think it's a selfish choice. But if Kyrie Irving doesn't want to get vaccinated and he wants to stay home and not go to work and follow the mandates, that's on him, right? The NBA also had the option of saying, we'll test every single day. We'll test you every single day. NBA could do that. They decided not to. That's the NBA's choice. Again, I don't necessarily agree, but that's the NBA's choice. But the Brooklyn Nets took a stand and said, you know what? If you don't play in all the games, you can't play in half the games because it's bad for chemistry. It sends the wrong message to the fans. It's irresponsible in terms of a public health messaging standpoint. And so we're not going to do it. And then things got tight. Now, they're saying they did it because they had so many players in the protocol. So many players got sick that they had to do it. But if 10 players in the protocol, they all out now. And now the 10 players are out, Kyrie's coming in. So he didn't actually help you during the time where you needed him. And now all you did was cave to somebody who took a position that you said you didn't want him to take, that you found was problematic and unprincipled. So the Brooklyn Nets made a big mistake here. And now Kyrie Irving looks like he won, and we making him look like Mahatma Gandhi or Martin Luther King, when in fact he just made a personal choice. We shouldn't castigate him for it, but we also shouldn't reward him for it.